What a way to start the stream, everybody, huh? We are live.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Dumb Leading the Blind, The Witness. I am your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. Joining me is our victim, Kathy, Lord of the Stream.
Yo.
So it's been a hot minute since we've gotten to get back to this, and or since we've gotten at this, but we're getting back to it, and we're trying to lock down some details so that we can get this on an actual normal weekly schedule, as well as some other upcoming things. Stay tuned. But in the meantime, Kathy, fill them in. Where have we left off?
Well, where am I?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
We were in the color greenhouse, shit doing some color math that really fucking messed with me. Although, in all fairness, I realized when I get to a point where I'm tired and I'm not wanting to go any further, I just am looking for any way to cheat. So that's how we know when to stop. And I figured my limit is 2 hours. So 2 hours and then I'm done. But what did we do? We did the greenhouse area over there, and now we're in an area that has the elevator and has the different color floors, and I gotta get my controls back into normal.
You're basically doing your color algebra final exam.
Pretty much, and I think while we were taking this little hiatus, I think I figured out what the colors were going at, and so I think I know what the color is supposed to be right above the broken cable, but I'm not 100% sure I am right. So let me just go through. Got my handy dandy notebook, but I think I figured out what I'm supposed, or at least the color that is next. But we'll see if I'm right, because I could be way off. But this is what I get for... I'm telling you, Larry, after we last played, I had a dream about going through color and numbers, and it was like, oh, fudge this. So we know this is red, so this is all going to be the one. And, oh my god, what did I do?
Oh, what did you do?
Nothing. I couldn't hear the noise. I had my microphone, or my headset down low. So, we have red. And now we're in, so this is purple. And then, so the next room, if I remember correctly, is blue. So this makes purple. So, obviously, the red and the blue make purple. So now I got to figure out what color, because I believe this is teal, so I got to think about what color would be mixed with blue to make teal. If I'm correct, if I remember, if that's the color I'm thinking it was.
Well, then you got to figure out what it does to the squares on the grid.
And that's going to be the next thing, but I want to see if I'm right, if I'm thinking this right. So ideally, oops. So this would be the next pattern. So that's teal. So I'm thinking it's not yellow because that's not green. I'm thinking this is green because green and blue would make the tealish color. So that's my question, or that's what I'm thinking. So this is going to turn green. I got to figure out what goes with.
Can I make a suggestion?
What?
I'm not 100%. It's been a hot minute, but do a 180.
Yes, sir. Well, can't do a 180 until I get out of there.
Right.
It's green up there, so that's what I'm going to assume. So that floor is going to be green. But I can't go up there if I'm...
Right, but you know what color is being cast, or what color would be being cast on the...
Right, so I got
on the panel when you were there.
So I just got to figure out what is the right pattern. Because this is where I'm at. So now I just got to figure out what will be what the teal room would change it to.
Exactly.
Now that's what I got to do.
Or the green room. Right, because it would be green casting on there if you had moved up, but it's stuck.
Right, so I got to pay attention better to what the colors change to.
When they mix with what?
When they mix with their lights. I'm just looking.
Right. You say when they mix with which colors as they go
Right,
through.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so these three are the same. These three are the same. It's these ones that I'm not sure about. And I'm assuming these are in a red hue. These are in a blue hue. But I could be wrong. So, let's take this one at a time. So I know those are blue. Those are different. The two middle ones are the different ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to assume it has to be blocked out somehow where these three are separate. These two are separate. Those three are separate. And I'm going to assume, because these stayed the same, I'm going to assume those four are together. So now the question is, how do I divide them? That doesn't seem to... Oh, because that's not divided yet. Okay, hold up. I had those two together. Is that it? Well, that gets
There you go. Even better.
Oh,
You
that's...
totally just skipped the whole floor, which is fucking awesome.
Oh, shit! Okay, well, that's not what I meant to do.
Run with it. You accidented into the end. Which means you're now going to get to see true colors on that panel.
Okay, you know what? No, it wasn't. It was going up into the blue, from the blue into the or from the purple to blue, because the pink was different. Aha! Cool. Yay! I didn't have to do that. Nice. See what happens when I go away for 2 weeks, or 3, or however many weeks it's been. Yay! Can I jump down?
No, you haven't acquired the jump ability yet.
Well, that.
But you can watch your laser. You did earn it.
What happens when I sleep? Go me. I am so smart. Sometimes.
And if my count is correct, I do believe this is where you're going to get some good news and bad news.
Shit. Well, I think this was the last laser I had to find. But how is it going to hit the mountain?
Oh, it will.
Okay.
Everything in this game was meticulously designed.
True. That's so pretty down there.
Your laser.
I have a laser.
There it is. See? Right through the little nook and cranny.
But now I gotta go back. Dang it.
Yeah, but all you gotta do is put in one wrong answer.
I know, but I don't want to go back down. I want to go out. Ugh.
Well, yeah, you go down and then you can just walk out. Because you know any wrong answer is going to take you down to the
Yeah,
bottom
but
floor.
this just takes forever.
You try and walk out here real quick.
That's true, I could.
Run.
I didn't have to run. I just walked real briskly. Sweet. Cool. That looks like a little path, but I'm not going to bother with it. Alright. So am I going back up the mountain, or
Yeah. Go check out your
see if I can find my way
You're-
back up the
your
mountain?
now open thing since you've got your 7 lasers. Your 7 freaking lasers. All I want is 7 lasers with freaking lasers on them. Is that too much to ask, Scott? Just one mountain with 7 freaking lasers?
I just went back the way I came. Gosh dang it.
You might actually have been going up the correct way anyways. Literally, you just want to go up.
I know I went the wrong way. I think. Did I?
Yeah, you're going the wrong way. Now you're going the right way.
Huh?
You're going the right way.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I did go past the greenhouse. I went back the wrong way. I forgot.
Because there's a path to keep going
That's
up.
right. I forgot. The path was this way. Also a side effect of not playing for 2 weeks.
Can't wait till you get to the fish and chips puzzle.
Fish and chips puzzle. That sounds actually very yummy.
I mean, it could be.
Let's not talk about food. Anytime you mention food, I always end up spending way too much money. Alright, what did we get? I got another box. With a guy being pulled.
Well, more accurately, you got the panel locks on the box open. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. They were all on there. Oh, that's right. So what does this do? Oh, fuck.
Aha!
Seriously? Oh,
Now you should have a rough idea of how to handle
yeah,
this.
I have a rough fucking idea. Oh, that means it's gonna... so... Oh, fudge. Fuck. Fuck. I'm just taking a look and see. So what the... Oh. Fuck. So depending on where I start determines which one I go to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Now I gotta remember how to do a puzzle I don't remember. And I gotta remember these things are all blocked. So, question is, where do you stand to do this? Oh, fuck me. And does it matter which one? Just curious. That one goes to that one. Damn it. Because I'm not going to be able to go that way. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. And that won't do it because that's got to be blocked up there. So, question is, where do you stand and which one's going to be the easiest one for me to do right now? Because I bet you that one gets me into that one. Okay. He looks like me after trying to go through these puzzles. That's how I felt after the last time we did this. Is there anything? Now the question is, where do you stand?
Tell you what's great. This game is literally all about answering questions with more questions.
Oh, of course.
I solved the puzzle. What's your reward? Another
puzzle! That's the key. Where do you frickin' stand? Shoot.
There's only one black dot on there, correct?
There's two.
I'm not. Is there two? Where's the
There's
other one?
one right there,
Oh, there's one under the other
and
foot.
there's
Okay.
one under the other foot.
Okay.
So the question is, where do you stand so that you can divide the two?
You don't have to divide. You really just have to keep the whites and the blacks separate. So.
Right, right. So my thing is trying to figure out though how to do it. And trying to figure out where I need to stand. Excuse me.
Mhm.
Hmm. Question.
Answer.
If this is blocking the line, does that mean it's blocking? Does that mean these are still connected? So, like, if I were to go like this way, and just say for some reason this was blocked, or somehow it was blocked, would that cause them to be separate? Do you understand what I'm asking?
I don't think it would.
Okay.
I don't believe it does.
Okay. So basically, I have to ignore these two,
Hmm.
and they're just consider
They're
them.
only there to block your line.
Okay. Hmm. Darn it. That one's that one. So that's the question. How do I do this so that... See, that's the problem, because that's not going to work.
You're close though.
Yeah.
I think you. No. I'm serious. You almost had it. You're standing in the right spot.
You think that's where I was supposed to stand? Okay.
Yeah. Stand there and start that line there. Do
Okay.
exactly what you did. Go with it.
Okay.
Now. No. You're gonna. I take it back. You need to move a little to your left.
Oops.
A little more. Right there.
Okay.
Try it now. There you go. Nope. Yeah. No, that works. Go with that. Now. Nope. Go all the way up. Ooh, damn it, no, that's not gonna work either. But it's close. Shit. Um,
Question is, which way do I go?
I don't know. Maybe if it's not in sight when you start the panel, the black dot, the second black dot, is out of the equation.
Well, maybe.
Try it.
Or maybe I do this.
That works too.
Okay, so we got the first one. So now the question is, how do we repeat that? that's not going to work. So we have to readjust where we're standing, but the question is, which way? But I don't know if it's going to be the same way or if it's going to be different, and that's the key.
What's cracking there, Cruz?
Oh man. Alright. So do I take a step back or do I go in? We did that one. We have this one. And we have this one. Now my question is, do I do it the same way? Or is there a different answer? And I think there's a different answer. But the question is, which way do I go? Hmm. There we go. Got that one.
Ta-da! One more.
One more. It's not that one, it's this middle one. So now I gotta figure out the best angle for that one. And that's the key. So it's... Or I can do... No, that's not gonna work.
Oh, I see it. I think I see it. I see it?
No, I don't want to do it that way.
I think I see it, but I think you've got a wrong angle.
I think I do too. Now the question is, which angle am I supposed to be in?
If my thought is correct,
Mm-hmm.
you're a little keep going to the left a little. I think that about puts you there. No, you're close, but you missed. You had the angle right. You were just missing something in the puzzle because you you almost had it, but you neglected to lock off that top white one. You left your black that you started by open too, though. So you had it right the first time where you started and you went up and then back down around the black one right there.
Okay.
There you go. And then it's straight up. If you go over, then up. Because that'll lock off your white one from that other black. And then you can come back in.
So I do need to back up a little bit.
Okay. Right. So your angle was close. It's just making sure you're pixel perfect to clear the statues.
There we go. There we go. Cool.
Huzzah.
Ooh, a staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. A weird painting.
No, it's not a painting. Look carefully again.
Oh, they're TV screen or monitor.
Uh-huh.
More monitors. Monitors of all the areas. Oh, that place looks so cool.
Yeah, it's the treehouse that I hate.
Yeah, that I've skipped over. Ah, neat. So,
Now, you'll
yeah.
actually go back up,
Okay, going back up.
but do so slowly and make sure you're looking up as you go up the stairs. This is where the bad news comes in. Keep going. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Now look at the box from the underside.
Ah, lovely! 4 more lasers.
Dirty rotten, isn't it?
Oh, pumpernickel and snickerdoodle.
Now, to that end, you have opened the mountain. You could actually technically finish the game or get one ending of the game.
Okay.
So long as you've accessed the mountain, you can get one ending of the game.
Okay.
However, in order to get the true ending, you're going to need the rest of the lasers.
And I'm assuming the rest of the lasers are on the island.
They are. That being said, though, it's not to say you can't do the puzzles that'll take you down into the mountain, because you're going to end up doing them anyways.
So what would you recommend?
Well, the mountain puzzles are actually really neat.
Okay.
They're fun to play with, at least until you get frustrated, and then go out and go back and play with the other shit on, around the island.
Not this shit again. Oh, what the hell? Oh, so not only do I have to solve the puzzle, but I have to make a walkway?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you gotta be freaking.
And then, here's what's going to make it even more fun. No, go back in there. Go walk off to the ledge there. Now, look forward, not down, forward. Look to your left.
Yeah.
Look to your right.
I know, I saw those, so I got.
So you're going to have to make the walkway in such a fashion that you can get to those so you can do them.
We're going back outside. Run away. Nope. I'm gonna go I'm gonna spend some more time outside for a little bit. Oh! Oh! Jeez. Oh, I can't move. Oh my god, get away, get away, get away. Oh. No! You all suck. Can I just jump off the cliff right now?
Not until you unlock the jump ability.
Ooh, there's a pretty hand. What the heck? Mm-hmm. Well, let's go see where I haven't explored yet. Oh, God, frickin' stupid game. Yeah, you snickering out there.
Actually, I know it would be a great thing to go check out.
What would be a great thing to go check out?
You should go peep the windmill.
Okay, we'll go peep the windmill if I can walk straight. Man. I'm not even,
You've been hitting the virtual sauce tonight?
I think so. I wish it was wish it wasn't virtual. Too much Fortnite messes you with your eyes.
Hitting the silicone sauce?
Fudge.
The silicone sauce, yeah.
Come on. Seriously? Oh. Run. Run, you maniac! The sound puzzles still were my favorite.
I do
Those.
like them. There's actually a couple left in town that are part of a larger amalgamation of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
though they are going to completely bend your brain from what you did before.
Wait, windmill. I think it's this way. I think. Am I right? Yeah. Yep. There. No, that's a bell. Nope. There's the windmill. Come on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Why? Hmm.
Hmm.
Oops. I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
I think you've gone blind.
I have gone blind. What the hell?
You're missing your dots.
Oh, these ones I gotta cross over. I forgot.
Solution should be simple because
I forgot that was where the cross the
it's a big
dots.
windmill.
Yeah, well, but I forgot you had to cross the dots. You know what? Too many dots. Between having to cross dots and well, that was okay. So now I'm assuming go the other way. But you can't have both of them.
Correct, it's a switch.
Ah, fun. Well, what does it do?
Doesn't matter. The interesting stuff's in the basement.
Of course. Hope there's no jump scares. I don't like dark basements. Because this goes against everything that I ever see in horror movies. You do not go into the basement.
You're not black. You're safe.
Oh, ouch!
You won't be first.
Damn! And I definitely won't be the final girl. Oh, fudge. Oh boy, hold up. Give me a second. I know, or I feel like I should know how to do this one.
You should, and you do. Just don't overthink it.
That's my problem. I'm overthinking it. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Yep, I overthought it. Ooh, it's a glowy chamber. By the way, Fortnite. Can't wait to talk about season 9. Hey, I get to use like a
Mhm.
Tron frisbee disc. That's one of the items. It's a new toy. They're giving us
Nice.
frisbees, and one of the special ones looks like the Tron disc from the new one that came out years ago. What the freaking a? It
Should
was
look familiar to you.
it. Oh, there was the map. I was just at the map.
There were several of them, if you were paying attention.
I only remember one. I don't even
This is
remember
why I
any
told
of them.
you to write some of them down.
Did I write any of them down? That's the problem. I don't think I wrote any of them down. Oh, I didn't write any of them down.
But now
Oh,
you know where they go. They're not maps, they're solutions.
oh, sack of. Seriously?
That's a good one. You should do that one. Have you learned how to do the Doritos yet? Did we cover this?
I don't remember if I feel like we did, and I just trying to remember how it went. Did we do the Doritos? I don't know if we did the Doritos. I feel like we did. I just don't remember.
Wrong answer.
Oh, how did we do these?
These are one of the only ones that don't get an outright explanation.
Well, maybe I
There's no
haven't done
teaching
these ones.
panels.
And that might be why I don't think I've ever done these ones.
Would you like to know how?
You said there's
Because
no
it will.
teaching. You said
No, there's
okay.
not.
All right.
It's literal trial and error, and they're very sparse.
Okay. I know I've seen them. I don't think we've ever done them. So.
Okay. So you'll see the Doritos puzzles scattered around the island, not connected to anything.
Right.
What you will find is that sometimes it'll have one Dorito in a box, or two or three. The number of Doritos inside the box tells you how many sides of that box you should be drawing your line through. So with only one Dorito in the box, only one side of that box should have a line going through it.
Okay.
Puzzle solved.
Interesting. But it doesn't do anything? It just isn't.
Not directly, no.
Okay. Interesting.
They're around, though.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen them. Oh, fudginators. Do 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 do. Nope. That is not gonna. Nope, and that's not gonna work. Nope, that will not work. And that won't work, because those aren't. So now my question is, how do I make this work? Because that won't do it, because that... Okay, whoop. Am I thinking of this right, that
I think I just found the answer, and you're going to kick yourself when you realize what it is.
But the black squares have to be separated, and then I have to have these all corner pieces, right?
What do you got to separate the black squares out for?
Do I have to separate them? Oh, I don't!
They're black.
That's true, they're all the same. Now the question is... So do I have to do anything? Oops.
Yes, because you still got to account for the tetraminos.
Stupid tetraminos.
But the tetraminos are not as bad as you think.
No.
You're overcomplicating them.
Oh, I'm not trying to overcomplicate them.
Up is down, down is up.
Don't I have...
Move the Tetris pieces.
Don't I have to include these? Oh, I think I forgot how to solve these ones. That's why I'm overcomplicating it.
Remember, you can move them.
That's right.
Up is down, down is up. You started out the right way. You just went too far with it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. You went the exact wrong way a minute ago with your next turn.
So it's not that way.
No, that's the exact. There you go. Mm-hmm. No. If up and down is and down is up, where does that put your tetraminos? Where are your blank spaces? I'm giving you the bottom half so that maybe you can see it visually. No. Just mirror what you did on the bottom. Just do the same thing on top.
So what, here?
No, you were close though. You just missed a dip.
Okay.
Straight up. No. Pull back one. Straight up. There you go. Now mirror it. So just those top two center blocks you need to exclude. Try that.
Oh, okay.
Ta-da.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now what's in the mystery room?
What
Oh,
mystery
look.
room?
Daylight. You found a stairwell. Where does it go?
To a place where I can't jump. Up. Looks like a bell tower.
Mm-hmm.
Another dock.
No, this one should be familiar to you, actually. You've been here.
Oh yeah, that's the mirror puzzle
Mm-hmm.
or the mirror laser thingy majiggy.
Yep.
Ah, fudge. Remind me, do these ones have to be side by side, or can they be up and down? These can
These
go.
ones do not turn.
These ones do not turn. Okay.
Nope. But they still move.
True.
This one is actually. This should be super simple if this is what I think it is.
Obviously not, because it was. Oh well, because. Fudge. Because it's not going to be that. Why is my brain mush today?
Mush, mush. That's all I ever get to eat now. Mush, mush. That's all she ever want to make now. Mush, mush.
Do these blocks have to be kept separate, or are they taken into my lines? I don't remember.
Do which have to be kept separate?
The block ones. Do I have to include them in the pattern?
The black ones?
No, the squares. The orange.
Well, you've got to encompass the orange ones inside of a line. So like that would be that one orange tetramino that you have right there.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to make your line so that it has just enough space for just those tetraminos inside of it.
Okay. Which is where I'm getting. Which is why I want, but I can't have it that way. So, how do I divide? That doesn't work. That won't work. But,
I just saw it.
oh fudge. I hate when you see them and then I don't.
Now, for you kids playing at home with us, you can totally start screaming the answer in chat. Just for fun.
Because I feel like a dumb shoot. Because I can't figure it out. Okay, that I was just me messing. Okay.
You had the start of it a second ago.
Yay! Clicking on the dot. That's the start of it.
Section off your black one.
Okay.
No, I didn't say section off anything. Just your black. Wrong one. I told you had the right start a second ago. There you go. Now, at this point, all you have to do, you don't have to worry about parting out or blocking out any of the other whites. They can intermingle to their little fucking heart's content.
All right.
So now all you have to do is figure out how to get those two, the tetraminos, accounted for. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I got it. Okay, so remember, these are movable.
Right.
So long as the shape that you create contains all the tetraminos in it, including their home square, they're movable. So, see if you see it. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, I thought you had it in your head a second ago. No. Look at what line you've already started by sectioning off your black square. And I mean, think literal tetramino. And the rest of it's easy. It's as simple as you think it is. No. Don't overcomplicate.
That's all. Well, going by those rules, so it's got to be this.
You did it.
Now, why would they put puzzles in there without telling you what to do? Just out of curiosity. Stupid game. Well, now I gotta go find those. Oh, jeez. What's this? Did I do these?
No, you didn't. That's why they're undone. This is the start of a whole line.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, you. Mm,
Hmm.
mm, I want to tell you, but I want to see you figure it out because it's clever.
Hmm.
You
Interesting.
had it a second ago.
I'm just seeing. Does it have to do anything with these trees?
There you go.
But the question is. Da, da, da.
It's just what you think it is, I promise.
You pro. Shit. I don't like that.
These are super easy.
What do you mean these are super easy?
I mean, they're super easy.
No. Obviously not.
You're overthinking.
I know.
Think bar graphs.
Bar graphs. Well, am I missing one? Because I feel like I'm
No,
missing.
you're not.
Okay.
You really aren't.
Okay.
Just outline them.
What do you mean outline them?
No.
What do you mean?
You're looking at the leaves. You got to look at the whole tree. Stop cutting back in and cutting off the tree.
Oh. Okay. 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 I can't go this way because I'm cutting off the tree. Got
Hmm.
it.
You're still cutting off the tree.
How am I cutting off the tree? Oh, I see.
You're going right through its trunk.
I didn't see that part
No,
right there.
go around the tree.
Yes, sir.
It's trying to tell you how far up to take the line.
Well, I took
So
it.
outline all the trees. That's why they're all in squares.
No, that's not it.
I'm going to give you this one so the rest will make sense.
Okay.
Because you're literally staring at the answer. So start down 2, down 1. There you go. Now go up. Now up one more. Nope. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I feel stupid now.
You're not stupid.
I'm just dumb. Oh, crapola. Not this stuff again.
Now, to be fair, though, with that glass panel there, the symmetry one,
Yeah.
you there's a whole section of those that you missed earlier.
Hmm.
So
So I
had
would have
you hit on
learned.
those,
I would
right?
have learned. But not bad. I mean, I figured, bright green standing out. It's like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Well, and again, if you notice, it's a symmetry thing in the fact that those trees, you're playing off the reflection of the water, so it's symmetry in the reflection.
That's true, too.
It's a full thematic.
But of course, I'm still mad that I didn't write down those puzzles
You should
earlier.
go back and find one of them.
I will.
Because that's the total reason that I recommended the windmill.
Well, I'm just not going to do that yet.
Tell you what, we're about an hour in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump up for about 5 minutes here.
Okay.
That'll give you time to go chase down one of those maps,
Yes, sir.
and then we can meet back at the windmill.
Fine.
And then you can discover the joys of the windmill.
Fudginators. I am so looking forward to discovering the joys of the windmill.
Actually, the windmill is one of my favorite things that I got super nerd hyped about in this game.
You get nerd hyped about a lot of stuff.
There is actually a very specific reason to get nerd hyped about the windmill, though.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
The
'Cause
windmill will give you a certain break from monotony.
Yay! Because
So,
solving these mother effing puzzles is not monotonous at all. Now I just got to
so,
remember how to get to that stupid puzzle that I was thinking of.
so
Just,
I'll be back in 5.
yep. Let's see if I can remember how to get to that.
You'll find it.
Yeah, I will. I just got to remember where I got to go.
Side of the mountain.
Yeah. Side of the mountain, side of the mountain. Kiss my ass, side of the mountain. There it is. Now, we're going to do this the easy way. We're taking a picture of it. That may be cheating, but we're taking a picture of it. No, don't want to go that way. And this is why I play Fortnite. Because I don't have to do much thinking with Fortnite. Should be playing Hyrule Warriors and just doing a bash 'em, meet 'em up. Those are the games I'm good at. Platformers and beat 'em ups. Do, 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 do.
timed that perfectly. That makes me happy. I have chocolate chip cookie popcorn.
Oops, didn't finish my line.
Well, that's a party foul.
There we go.
Oh, your in-game volume's super low.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't understand why it's so low.
Oh, you know what? I don't think you're sharing your sound with me.
I am. It's really low. It's low on my end.
Weird.
Yeah. Like, I can barely hear it.
Yeah, it is super low on your end. Weird.
Yeah, but what the hell is this doing?
No, you should fix your volume though so you can hear.
I don't know how to fix it because it's not in the game. I don't know what the issue is. I mean, I can turn up my volume. Hold on one second.
Is it something in your mix?
Maybe. Let me try it now. Still very low.
Weird.
Oh, you know what it might be?
What'd you do?
No, it's Skype. Skype messes with my volumes. Like, it won't play stuff. So I bet you if we weren't Skyping, I could hear it just fine. Or if it's the Skype, because Skype's taken over my volume. So, because it's like whenever I'm usually listening to music, and then when you call, it cuts it out. And I have not found a workaround on that.
So that being said, you'll want to check out the subtitles here because there's actually some pertinent information not super implicitly given. You kind of have to read between the lines here.
Okay.
And it's simply stop looking for what you want. Not cynically stop looking for what you want, because there's a way of stopping looking for what you want in resignation and cynicism and closing down. But innocently, openly, stop looking for what you want in this moment, not tomorrow when you have it. But in this moment, to take one moment, whatever it is you want, however mundane or profound, and just stop looking for it. And you will find more than what you want, more than what you could ever want, because more than what can be wanted is already who you are. Too simple to be grasped, but absolutely, completely realizable. If, and it's a huge if, of course, you are willing to give up your hope that you will want, that what you want will be found in the next thought or the next activity or the next day or the next man or the next woman or the next teaching or the next experience. So that's huge. That's the challenge. And I've blessedly traveled to Australia to challenge you in that direction, that directionless direction. It's so simple that it has to be said over and over because it just slips right by the mind. And if it's said over and over and in enough ways and then not said, it can just be revealed, not as something new, but as something absolutely fresh. Not new, but fresh. Who you are is not new, but it is always fresh. Who you think you are is old and dead. We just keep trying to think. Think it a little better. Squeeze some life. Is that clear? It is? Because that's really the basis of what I have to say. It's not a teaching. It's not a belief system. It's not a way to live your life. It's not a should stop. It's not an if you stop, you will be rich and famous and universally loved and never have a sad moment. None of that, I promise. If you're willing to investigate for yourself without believing it or learning it or hoping to get something from it, just a pure investigation out of the natural curiosity of the human mind, just to investigate for yourself what is here when I stop trying to get anything. And how much of that is here, and where does that begin and where does that end? And then the question, am I willing to trust that? Then the challenges get very big. But we'll get to that later. Any questions about what I just said? Want me to say it again? You already are everything you want, only maybe not in the way you imagine what you want. And it's that imagination itself that keeps you from discovering that you already are everything you want. So if you just take this evening as an experiment to give up any imagination, any image of what you need to be totally fulfilled, Just give it up. It's just an image, just a thought. Maybe a spiritual thought, maybe a worldly thought, a relationship thought, a career thought. Just give it up. And directly discover what's here, unthought, unimagined. How's that? Good? Good.
Thank you for that TED Talk.
TED Talk is actually kind of accurate here. There's a reason that clip is here. It was very specifically chosen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I figured.
And it directly applies to the thought process of this game.
Okay.
So, something I've tried hinting at just a tiny bit, but I didn't want to give away because it's here in that clip.
Mm-hmm.
That clip is here because it's Jonathan Blow's way of trying to convey what he wants to show you or teach you or how he wants to get you thinking with the witness.
Okay.
And it kind of boils down to, in terms of when you're struggling with a puzzle panel or a puzzle, the best thing to do is quit racking your brain about it. Just kind of look back and unfocus a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
so that instead of trying to figure it out, you simply see the answer. You can just visualize it. The less hard you think about it, and the more you just kind of let your mind settle,
Mm-hmm.
the easier it is to simply see an answer.
Makes sense.
So that room is kind of the rough equivalent of Jonathan Blow trying to talk directly to you, the player.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. I really love the windmill room. There's more stuff to discover.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, because there are more, but cool. All right. So while you were gone, I figured out that puzzle.
Excellent. I saw there was a next one there, correct? Uh-huh.
I don't think I've seen these ones before. But what does these do? Oh, crud, I should have...
It's still there. You just have to rerun it real quick.
Yeah, but I won't remember it when it fades away, so... Doesn't hurt to take a picture.
Mm-hmm. Screenshot.
That's my camera. Okay. So what is the purpose of this puzzle?
What does it look like to you?
Looks like the windmill.
Uh-huh. So go stare at the windmill.
But I don't want to stare at the windmill. Well, that doesn't help. Oh. Crud. What are the lines on the frickin'... Aw, fudge. Seriously?
Matter. What?
Nothing. Okay. Nothing. I was just looking at... So what do I have to do? Get the windmill started? Because I have no clue which one's which. Well... So what do I? But how does the windmill help me? Well, there's a broken one, but I don't understand how that relates to that puzzle over there. Does it have? I mean, how does that puzzle relate? I don't get it.
Hmm. No. In the meantime, while you're trying to figure it out, take a minute and enjoy all the puzzles that you can solve on the windmill. Also, I may be a bit of an asshole and may have possibly lied to you about the green puzzle. It's actually a puzzle that you already know. It's just been shaped strangely.
Yeah, I frickin' figured. You're lying to me. Yeah, fuck.
Oh, it's still fun if I don't give you a full-blown red herring once in a while. Plus,
Yeah.
it led you to the windmill where you've got lots of environmentals.
Yeah, but I don't feel like doing the damn frickin' environmentals because that just makes my head hurt.
I love the environmentals. Those are like the best part.
Yeah, now this one looks frickin' complicated as all hell.
Oh, the windmill environmentals are easy.
What are you talking about? No, they're not.
Sure they are.
In what universe?
All of them.
Because yeah, but I don't know where I'm supposed to end. That's the problem.
Where you see a half circle, just like a regular puzzle.
I don't see a half circle. Oh yeah, I did see a half circle.
Yeah, huh?
And it looks like there's another one.
There's several in the windmill, like I said.
Several.
Several.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I forgot. Do they do anything?
Yeah, they absolutely do.
Ah, you sack of. Yeah. Well, we can go. Well, no, I can't now. Stupid me. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Nope. As we go around. Hold on 1 second.
Mhm.
Well, that's not what I wanted to do.
No, you're about to get killed.
Yeah. Well, not kill, just move back to where I was.
Mhm. Depending on which puzzle you're trying to get at, you may have stuck yourself.
I may have, but we'll see.
I'm not sure which one you're trying to get at off the top of my head, actually.
I just think I've been missing the... I just kept missing getting off the blade. That was part of the problem. I got distracted. That happens very easily.
Or whatever you do, don't get distracted this time.
Well, what if I want to, though?
Pay no attention to the squirrel.
I hate squirrels.
Foamy the squirrel says, "Ignore me!"
We don't ignore squirrels where I'm from. They bring us good luck for our teams.
We don't ignore squirrels where I'm from either. We eat them. Them's good eats right there.
I was gonna say, you can have all the squirrels you want in my, see?
No, you're good. Stay with it. Get off, quick. There you go.
Okay, well that was not the one I was going for. Okay.
I don't know which one you were going for then.
Yeah, I was going for that one. Because I can't. So, I probably am on the wrong blade, but I wouldn't think that I'm on the
Well,
wrong
you had a solution right there.
What are you talking about? There was no solution. Well, I already did that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that one. See, I can't get off of that, and that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, well. Alright, so we're going back.
So, you want to do your green windmill puzzle?
Yeah, since you obviously lied to me.
I did lie to you.
I'm never going to be able to trust you again.
That's right. I'm never going to give you up. I'm never going to let you down.
I just got rickrolled.
You did. On live internet. Ha!
Wait a minute, I'm totally on the wrong side. I walked right by it.
There it is.
The rickroll just kind of got to me. Alright.
Alright, so, shape aside, what does this remind you of?
Reminds me of an XY axis graph that I hated to do in high school.
Okay, it's not that. How about that? Does that help?
What?
Eliminating something it isn't?
Not really.
Okay. So, again, like I said, you've done these before. You've absolutely done this before. They just took the same puzzle and just shaped it weird.
Okay. That doesn't frickin' help.
When you did it before, the panels were pink.
I don't even remember the puzzles. Where were they at?
Towards the beginning, on a hill.
Oh man, I do not remember these puzzles.
It was very early.
That's why I don't
It
remember.
It was first stream that we did of this.
Oh jeez. Yeah, I don't remember any of them.
Maybe if you put your thinking cap on. Here, let me go get a pot for you. What semi-fictional, semi-historical figure wears a pot on his head?
Johnny Appleseed.
Uh-huh. There's your clue.
I still... fudge.
Say it again. Who wears a pot on his head?
Johnny Appleseed.
Uh-huh. Say it again until you figure it out. You've literally said the answer. Twice now.
What? Okay.
Give strong consideration to syllables 3 and 4 of that name. What are syllables 3 and 4?
Well, apple.
There you go. There's your answer.
I still don't get it. Oh! Frickin' tree.
You're a little close to it.
I gotta figure out which branch has the apple on it. Dang fruitin'.
Oh, come on. Tell me that was not a good...
That was really good. That was really good. I didn't see the apple up there. That was a really good clue. So I just got to figure out which of those has the apple.
Yeah, you're just counting your branches.
Oh, man.
You don't even have to follow the splits. It's one split right at the center, the 4.
Yeah.
And from the 4, you can just count your little tips. Because that's all it did. It just took out the forks. It just gave you the start and the tips. That's it. See it?
Yeah, but the question is, which one? Because it's got 8. But why does that one... so it's the one that doesn't have the broken branch. There we go.
There you go.
Johnny Appleseed. Oh my god. That was a really good clue. I'm serious. That was a really, really good clue.
I was proud of that one.
That you should be. That was really good. And folks, I don't usually say that. I usually don't give him credit for stuff.
No, she hates having to do that shit.
I do. I totally do. Oh fuck.
I'm going to tell you right now, you're getting into town.
Yeah.
This is something you may not want to dabble with yet.
I don't think so, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Trying to think of other places I haven't been. Oh God, no. Nope. Nope.
What?
No, it was just this thing. I said nope, and nope, 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 and oops. I'm not gonna forget that one. I'm gonna tell you that clue is gonna stay with me for probably the rest of my life. That's like only because it's very reminiscent of how I used to have to learn. Like I was a biology major, and I took an ornithology class, and I had to learn all the scientific names of birds.
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher would come up with great ways to remember some of those names, like the American robin. Its
Mm-hmm.
name, and I still to this day, we're going back like almost 20 years. Turdus migratorius is the name, and he said just picture a bunch of them all standing on the ground, and then they fly away, and what do they leave? A bunch of turds.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one was the word is psilopedic,
Okay.
and it basically means birds that are born without feathers. And the only reason why I remember that that's what that is because he told us think every time you are thinking of that word, just picture a naked man sitting on a silo. To this day, I have never forgotten what psilopedic means.
Well, I can tell you. Let's see here.
I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Remember this.
There are some glass panels that you've missed out on.
Ooh, where?
Well, remember I told you, you just learned about the trees recently?
Yes. And other stuff.
Well,
Yes.
what do you see in front? Well, it was in front of you a second ago.
Well, I see the mirrors and the mirrored glass type lake.
The reflection in the water.
Yeah.
It means there's probably some of those puzzle panels around somewhere.
Yeah, but where?
Well,
Is that half the fun? I have to try to find them myself.
Symmetry Island.
Wasn't I here?
Well, you were on part of it. You haven't gotten to all of it.
Oh, because I thought I did some of the. Oh yeah, I do remember doing some of them, but I didn't do all of them, did I?
No.
Because there's a whole bunch down there.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, where do I need to go to continue them? Aha!
The beginning.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. But now the question is, what is the beginning? And what is...
That's the beginning.
Yeah, but what am I looking at? The rocks? The 4 rocks?
Probably.
Yeah, you're no freaking help.
I try.
Nope, I went over too much. Oh my gosh. Or just click on it and it sets it right where it's supposed to be, because, God. Nope. What did I do wrong?
You went one too high on the last one.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. You were Russian.
I was. But actually, I'm Polish.
What?
So, because I can't see with the tree, I gotta make the assumption of the bottom. And because the rocks.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just filling in blanks of information.
Oh, what the hell? What? No. What am I missing here? What am I missing with this one?
Remember, solutions aren't always a straightforward issue. It's often all in how you look at it.
Hmm. Yeah, but how am I supposed to look at it? That's the question.
Well, probably not straightforward.
Oh, well, yeah, I might go with the rocks that are that way. Jeesh. No, oh shoot, I went over too much. Okay. There we go.
There you go.
Yep. So now, is it... I have such a horrible mind. Just gonna say, these rock formations,
Mm-hmm.
they are not always... Okay. Oh, this is interesting. But I don't know if that's the right one. Or do I have to include... Oh, geez. Are those the right ones? Because those don't seem right.
Then it's probably not right.
So my question is, which way am I supposed to be looking?
You know, funny thing about Windows, though.
Yeah. Maybe try looking... Well, I can't get around to the other side of it, so that's... maybe not the right way. But, which way would I want to be looking? They look like turds.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know if the... See, even those don't look like it's right. So, what am I doing wrong here? Hmm. What am I looking at wrong?
You may not be looking at anything wrong, per se.
Yeah, but... No, that's wouldn't do anything, right? Alright, I need a little bit of help because I'm having trouble figuring out positioning.
Let's see. Best thing you can do, honestly, is just kind of experiment. I can tell you, you're overthinking it.
I know, that's what I'm having problems with.
You literally had the right viewpoint on it. You just overthought it because the horizon.
What?
Use the bottom line. trust your bottom line. Or your bottom. No. Don't use the top dot. Use the bottom dot.
That makes absolutely no sense, though.
But you can't cut off any of the rocks. So you did your best to make sure that you shaped to them in the one side that they were all shaped.
Ah, that makes sense now. Stupid game. Just when I think I have the puzzle right. Stupid game. Do 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 do. Oh, jeez. So we did
It's
that.
you just picking through them.
Wait, what did I just do? Did I do anything? Nothing.
It's the end.
Okay. Yippee, Skippy. I was expecting some like big like woohoo, but no. Those are fun though. I like those ones.
I did too. Those were some of my favorites.
Do, do,
I
do,
can
do,
tell
do.
you there's some very similar action happening in the boathouse.
Boathouse.
Mm-hmm.
Do, do, do.
The boathouse is going to take the same concept and get way more involved, though.
But I heard. Oh, you're not talking about over here, right? You're talking
I am
about.
talking about right there.
What the heck? Okay. But I thought I already did. Oh no, there were some puzzles I didn't do, weren't there?
There's lots of puzzles you didn't do.
That's true. I know I did all those, but what did I not do? I did all those,
Mm-hmm.
but what did I not do? What did I not do?
In the words of Fred Durst, take a look around.
I am looking on. Do do do.
You're well past it. Follow your green wire. Mm.
What about it? I followed it, and I've already done those puzzles.
You're following the wrong direction.
Which direction?
Follow it out the door. Stop. Right here. Look around.
Yeah. What about
Think
those?
about them.
Yeah.
Give them consideration. What do
They
they look like?
look like little dumbbells.
More than that.
Oh, kind of like ring stacking blocks.
More than that.
Well, I don't know what you're asking. They look like freaking things that I want to shoot down. Targets.
Okay.
Well,
Consider
I mean the color. I mean, it's got the color stuff.
It has nothing to do with the colors.
Okay. Well, what does it have to do with then?
Think about the puzzles you were just doing, but instead of thinking of them in a horizontal orientation, think about them in a vertical orientation.
Okay, so
All right. Here's a better idea. Look at all 8 stands.
Yeah.
what do you notice?
I notice that they're all, I mean, they look like frickin' pottery. Some are thicker, some have some look like they're stacked rings, and some look have none, and then there's one that looks like it's thicker, obviously.
Okay,
I
look at the stands. Look at all 8.
Oh! So like this one is the missing piece to that one.
No,
No?
I'm not talking about what's on them. I'm talking about look at the stands that they're on.
Yeah.
Notice anything out of place on any of them? One of these things is not like the other?
One of them's up.
Right. Now, if one of them's up, there's probably a reason, right?
Right.
So, look at what's on it.
Okay.
Now, turn around. A little more. Keep turning to your right. You've gone too far.
Ah!
Turn to your left.
Turn into my left.
A little more.
What?
In front of your face.
What?
On the right-hand side of your screen.
Yeah? You talking about that?
Uh-huh.
What about it?
All right, we'll see how long it takes you to put 2 and 2 together.
I don't understand how this had anything to do with...
Now turn around again. What's changed?
That one's up now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold up here. If I do this... Still the same one. So that affects them.
Have you figured out why?
Oh, because it's making the shape.
There you go.
So depending on which one I want to raise, I have to make that shape.
Uh-huh. Now the trick is going to be finding out why it's relevant and which one's the one you need to raise. It's part of a larger puzzle.
Huh, interesting. That's pretty cool. That is a pretty neat puzzle. Yeah, but so the question is which one needs to be raised? Well, is it part of this have anything to do with this yellow?
It might.
So the question is which one, like you said, needs to be raised?
Mm-hmm.
So that one's that. Well, did I have the right one raised?
You probably did. The question is, from what angle is it relevant?
Oh, okay.
Because clearly you're going to need to get the right angle on it in order to
Right.
do anything useful.
Do I need to go up and out of the
Probably.
building?
Because again, nothing is accidental in this game. So if
Okay.
if you're looking at the boathouse from inside, you'll notice something.
Well, there's windows and stuff, so probably have to look down. But the
Mm-hmm.
question is from where? I mean, the only place I can go is up there.
Well, you can always get up on the roof.
Yeah, but how do I... Okay. Oh, I can get up on the roof. How, though? Yeah, but how do you get up on the roof?
There's ways.
Well, I can't jump, so that ain't happening. But I don't know how I would get up there.
Turn around.
What, you talking about this stuff?
No. None of it's going to move. Look at the roof of the boathouse again. You should see something.
Well, I saw the walkways, but I didn't see what.
Mm-hmm. Look, there you go. No,
What?
it's a little to your left.
What?
Roof, meet rock.
Oh, Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Come on. Hello.
From the other side.
I'm just looking.
I know, I was just making an Adele joke. I will never not make that joke.
I'm not. And there we go. So I had it in the right spot. Whoops.
Mm-hmm. By pure coincidence, but yes, you did.
But I didn't know why I had it in the right spot.
Mm-hmm. Ta-da.
Cool. Well, I think I've hit my 2-hour mark because I'm starting to.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because otherwise I'm going to start cursing, and I don't want to do that. I don't have enough energy to curse enough.
Mm-hmm.
Or get creative with my cursing. But I got through the color.
You did.
I got through the greenhouse.
And you opened the mountain.
I did. So, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. My brain's fried. I need to go back to playing Fortnite where I don't have to think. I just do.
So while your brain is fried, I'm going to drop this nugget on you for just that extra touch of frustration for 1 second.
Oh,
Because it brings me sick sadistic pleasure. You could have had this game beat in about 3 minutes flat. From start.
From the very start of the
game. You literally walk past the solution to the end of the game.
You're shitting me.
Nope. Not kidding you. Super literal.
I knew there was something like that would happen.
The best part, you can still get to it, but because of something you did, it's now going to take you a colossal amount of work to undo it.
What? Okay. Ugh. So what was it?
It involves the sun.
It involves the sun.
Mm-hmm.
What about it?
And here's a good place to stop tonight. Oh, look, there's another one.
Seriously. You really get a kick out of that, don't you?
Maybe a little.
You are sadistic.
Quite possibly.
Alright, that's it. Before I get angry and I decide not to show up tomorrow night for our podcast.
Alright, so we're going to close it down. Thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. You can, of course, find us here next week, or tomorrow, rather. So that way you can come check out the recording of this week's episode tomorrow night here on our Twitch channel. Other than that...
Can see if I show up.
Oh, you'll be there. You'll be there.
Yeah, right. I don't know. After that one, I may not. Well, okay, I'll give you. I'll come just because I'll give you the Johnny Appleseed quote.
Mm-hmm.
That one I'll give you. So.
All right, so we're going to call it here. This has been another delightful episode of The Dumb Leading the Blind, The Witness. And we should be back with this again next week.
Hopefully. So, have a good night, everyone.
Good night.